I'd like to give all glory and praise and honor to the Most High. We're going to get into it, man. Short, little, quick lesson today. And this is exactly what I was talking about in my last lesson, where I was saying, let not the reverence of any man cause thee to fall. I'm going to put that link in the description box or the comment section. And here you can see recently, this just happened yesterday. Or, Mayor Eric Adams of New York City gave Fat Joe the key to the city. This is somebody that still talks about crack in his songs. He still goes by the name Joey Crack. So you could talk about crack and still get awarded the key to the city of New York, man. Just go listen to the latest record he got out with Remy Ma. He's still talking about how he got a coke connect. He still go by the name Joey Crack. He's still calling himself Joey Crack. So, what's the standard? What's the standard? This is exactly what I was talking about. These are not the wise men. And you want the problems to stop, but nobody's checking these guys and the things that they're saying. These stuff that they talk about will support there to destroy predominantly the black community. So you still talking about this stuff, and you still going by the name Joey Crack, and you get awarded the key to the city. That's crazy. And I don't care how much turkeys you give out on Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's you still being counterproductive. You feel me? And that's not an alpha. An alpha don't look at the situation and it's like, oh damn, my neighborhood is messed up, and go on ahead to sell drugs for 14 years. That's what Jay-Z did. He went on to sell drugs for 14 years and wouldn't have stopped if he didn't get the record deal. If he didn't get that record deal, he wouldn't have stopped. So these were some of the most cutthroat people on the street. Doing the government's work, and they just so happened to get famous. And look, they're still talking about it in their records. Somebody like a Bobby Shmurda, who said he's been selling crack since the 5th grade. I remember when he first came out, they endorsed that. They endorsed him. They started doing, Beyonce and all these guys started doing the Shmurda dance and all this stuff. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. These are not the wise men. And like I always say, having knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. An alpha don't look at his neighborhood and say, damn, it's messed up, but let me go ahead and continue to contribute to it and do it for 14 years. And you think these guys really at the position that they're in right now are really interested in helping you out, genuinely helping you out? No, they just gonna continue to sell you out and give you hope, because they can't give you any wisdom, no real wisdom, because real wisdom comes from following the Most High and walking that straight and narrow path. These guys is not doing that. Striving to walk that straight and narrow path. Having knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, man. So you can sell crack and get to the key to the city in New York City, man. You can get to the key. You get to the key to the city. Like I said, I don't care how much turkeys they give out or they say they doing this, that, and the third. They still being counterproductive. They still are. Oh man, just like Jay-Z said, man. Look, if he could go back and do it again, he would. He had fun selling crack on the streets. He had fun doing it. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Tony Yayo, look at his name. What's in his name? Yayo. That's slang for crack. He said he had fun doing it too. All these guys that they put on. So like I said, you see exactly what I'm talking about. Don't let the reverence of these men cause you to fall, man. And you don't follow in the footsteps of these men, because at the end of the day, they're not really giving you no real wisdom out here. They not. The only thing that they could teach you is wickedness, which he's still doing. Like I said, just go listen to his latest record, the one with him and Remy Ma on it. You think there's somebody that's reformed and cares about you guys? The people that's real and really trying to help you guys, you despise them. You know. Oh man, that's a short little lesson, man. You know what did 50 Cent tell you guys? Get rich or die trying. You know what I mean? Well, he almost damn near died. You know. You know. What does he do? He himself, he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, but what does he do? He sell you guys liquor, effing vodka, but he doesn't drink himself. You know? Get rich or die trying, but what does the Most High say, man? He said it's going to be hard for a rich man to enter into the kingdom. You know? It's going to be very difficult. So you go ahead and listen to these guys, you know, and see where that lands you when you take your final breath. Yeah? These guys, they gain the world, but they losing their souls. These are not the wise men. And all they're going to teach you, and all they can teach you, is mischief. You don't look at your neighborhood and say, well, the neighborhood, it is what it is. That's what Troy Ave said. You know, they was already selling drugs before I was here. It don't make you an alpha to go ahead and just start doing it too. I mean, you know? And like I said, you guys do all this stuff. Like I said in my last video, you stand up on a block in the cold and the hot summers, risk your life to wear European designer clothing, high fashion apparel. You know, this is what you guys want to be seen. And you ever seen these guys look these big drug dealers like a Gucci man? I mean, go look at him. All you see him is his pride is in is wearing his the fancy European drip designer clothing. That's what these guys' pride is in, man. This is what you guys was hustling for on the streets. You mean? Being savages, killing your fellow brethren so you could put on European designer clothing, man. And hey, they reward you for that. Why? Because these are not the wise men, and these they can't see when they being played. You feel me? That's also confusion of face. I'm gonna put the link in the description box to show you what confusion of face really is. You know, even though these guys is giving you record deals and they rewarding you with the key to the city, you mean these are not the wise men. So they can't even see that they being played, even though they're giving them these accolades. So I'm gonna stop right there, man. This is exactly what I was talking about a couple videos ago. Don't let the reverence of these men, because you see him got the key to the city, you see that he's successful, but listen to what he's doing. You see, you're gonna know a tree by its fruits, like the scripture says. Oh man. You could sell crack and still continue to talk about it and have the name Joey Crack and get the key to the city, man, of New York, man. Oh man. You know, and the reason a lot of these guys is not going to speak up is because you still have a desire to be around them. You know, you still desire to make it. You know, oh, if I say something about so-and-so and so-and-so, I could be excluded out the circle, you know, and they're not going to like me no more. You got a lot of these guys, you know, they see them doing wrong and they don't want to speak up because you still have a desire, you know, to be around them, you know, to try to make it. And you know, a lot of these guys is gatekeepers, so they could just X you out, you know? You know? Like I said, man, these things were put there to destroy us. And you see these guys that they're rewarding in this life still talking about it. And that don't make you an alpha. You know, like I said, alpha is not going to look at his neighborhood growing up and see all his problems and contribute to it, you know. So, it's just safe to say these guys are controlled by money. That's it. Because all of a sudden you see now they got the money. Now these guys is like they are all cordial now, and they know how to behave themselves, and you know they are living in these nice neighborhoods, you know. So all it took was you for some money, you know, to act right. But when you was growing up in the streets and all that, you were savages to your own people, you know. And they reward you guys. And like I said, you guys can't see that they playing you, even though they rewarding you with these things, you know. Because these are not the wise men, and they don't have wisdom, you know. Oh man. So I don't want to keep going on and on, man. This is crazy. The key to the city, and still talking about selling crack. That's crazy.